What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tropical Habs back here today for a brand new video, still and again talking about the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, the Montreal Canadiens are going to be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team who killed our dreams of seeing the Habs win a Stanley Cup not even 2 years ago. So yeah, the Canadiens are going to be playing at the Bell Center against the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the best teams in the National Hockey League over the last 5 years. They've been in 3 straight Stanley Cup finals and have won 2 of them. One, yeah, like I said, against the Montreal Canadiens. And the Tampa Bay Lightning over the last couple of games have been absolutely killing it. They had a pretty slow start of the season, but recently they've been winning most of their games. So after 2 losses against 2 teams that they were supposed to beat, the Canadiens will try to bounce back against a really strong Tampa Bay Lightning team. After the loss against the Anaheim Ducks, the Canadiens have no choice to win, because if they don't, the environment in the locker room will quickly and drastically go the worse. And in a rebuilding team who's trying to develop young guys, you don't want that to happen. So yeah, at the moment, the Tampa Bay Lightning are at the 8th position in the National Hockey League. In 29 games played, they have won 19 of them for a total of 39 points. So yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning are looking like a contender again. And they have those statistics even though they were tied only a couple weeks ago with the Canadiens in the leaderboard. Their leader in points is Nikita Kucherov, who's actually 3rd in the entire National Hockey League with 45 points in 29 games played. Their leading goal scorer is Steven Stamkos, who has 16 goals right now in the National Hockey League in only 29 games played. For the Canadiens, Nick Suzuki has the more points with 30 and 30, and Cole Caulfield has the more goals with 18 and 29. And yeah, the Canadiens, since they lost their last 2 games against a pretty shitty team, they decided to change their lineup a little bit. At least that's what we saw at this morning's training. So the forward group has changed a little bit since Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki are now back with Josh Anderson. We saw it last game. They had absolutely no chemistry whatsoever. They were so bad that Martin Saint-Louis decided to go back with Kirby Dach only 15 minutes in the first period. It's going to be interesting to see if Josh Anderson can do better and if he can complete the 2 forwards, the 2 superstars of the Canadiens, a bit like he did at the end of last year. Because yeah, last year it was pretty decent. It was pretty good, and Josh Anderson was really doing well on that line. So will they be able to get back to that? I have no idea. But last time it was terrible, so I hope for the best. It also means that Kirby Dach is not on the wing anymore. He's back at the center position, and he's on a brand new line playing with Uri Slafkovsky and Jonathan Drouin. Jonathan Drouin have been looking pretty decent so far. He made some big mistakes, but it's Jonathan Drouin. He's just back from an injury, and he has some pretty good flashes in the last 3 games since he came back. Some pretty good flashes. He missed a pretty good play. He almost scored a goal. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well he can play with a centerman like Kirby Dach that creates a lot of space, because Jonathan Drouin has a lot of talent, and when he has space, he can be really good. Same thing for Uri Slafkovsky. Last time they played together, him and Kirby Dach were actually going really nice. So it's going to be interesting to see how that line performs tonight. Third line is composed of Mike Hoffman, Christian Dvorak, and Joel Armia. And fourth line is composed of Michael Pezzetta, Jake Evans, and Rem Pitlick. So that means that Yevgeny Dadonov will be a healthy scratch for tonight's game. Finally, he sends a veteran that hasn't been performing well into the stands. I've been waiting for that for a couple of weeks now. The defense is looking a bit different also. Joel Edmondson still with Kenan Gould on the first pair, but Michael Matheson is back from his injury. He's most likely going to be playing tonight, as he was on the second pairing this morning in training. He was playing with Jordan Harris, who's playing back on the right side, and Arbor Xhekaj and Jonathan Kovacevic are the third pairing. Jake Allen will be getting the start tonight against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I better hope so that he's going to play a better game than last time and the last 2 games. Jake Allen is the main piece of this team. If he performs well, they're going to win, and if he performs bad, they're going to lose. So it will depend on how Jake Allen will play tonight, if the Montreal Canadiens win the game or not. My prediction, I'm going to predict a loss by the Canadiens. The Tampa Bay Lightning are just too good of a team at the moment. They're hot. They've been showing that they can go back to the Stanley Cup final again this year. Nikita Kucherov is absolutely nasty. They have a lot of depth in the forward position and at the defense position. Former Habs Mikhail Sergachev is a point per game right now on the defense. So definitely the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to be a difficult team to beat. So I say 5-2 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's going to be 4-2. The Habs will go all in with the empty netter, and the Tampa Bay Lightning will score a goal. So the Habs will lose 5-2 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The goal from the Canadiens are going to come from Cole Caulfield and from Jonathan Drouin. I say that Jonathan Drouin scores a goal tonight, assisted by Juraj Slavkovsky. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this. Give me your predictions in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's try and get to 2.5k subscribers before the end of the year. Also, leave a like. Let's try and get 75 likes on this video. And if you watch the entire video, comment in the comments below Michael Pizzetta for Rocket Richard, so I'll know who watched the entirety of the video. So yeah, the merch is in the description also. Yeah, it's been your boy Tropical Habs, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day. Enjoy the game tonight, and bye-bye.